Holy shit. Like, the show, god damn it, man. Bakugan Battle Brawlers is one of those cartoons that I'm so upset that I missed out on as a kid. I would have loved this shit. I was in the Beyblades. I was in the basic shit. Like, but I would have loved Bakugan as a kid because the show is fucking great. I watched it as a 20-year-old man for 12 hours, okay? I spent 12 hours watching, it showed up on Tubi. Tubi has a good selection of cartoons, by the way. Amazing selection of old cartoons that I've been waiting to rewatch for nostalgia for a very long time. So, I wanted to watch Beyblade. But I've seen Beyblade, Beyblade Metal Fusion, I want to point that out. Not Beyblade Burst, that shit, don't get me started on Beyblade Burst. And I think there was an original one before Beyblade Metal Fusion. I just haven't seen that one either. But, like, I was gonna watch Beyblade, because I like Beyblade. Obviously, everyone loves Beyblades. That show's bad fucking ass. Can't remember a thing about it. My memory is shit. Can't remember anything about Bakugan. I'm gonna try. But I can't remember anything about Bakugan Battle Masters either, or Battle Brawlers either. But I'm going to try. But I don't remember anything about Beyblades, but I wanted to watch Beyblades. And then I saw Bakugan Battle Brawlers, and the only other experience I have with this show is me and some friends did shrooms, and this is what was just playing on the TV in the communal living room that I kept going in and out of. So I kept hearing bits and pieces of it. So I was like, fuck it. I have a 12-hour shift on a Friday. I don't usually do this, you know, they're forced us because the Christmas season and shit. So I might as well try something new. This is a lot of backstory for no fucking reason. Basically, I watched Bakugan Battle Brawlers, and oh my god, the shit blew me. I've got to do this. The shit blew me away, man. The effects are, for what it is, it's amazing. Because I don't know when it was made. I don't know what was made before what. But I'm getting sort of a, you know, it's got the whole cartoonish Yu-Gi-Oh! Beyblade Pokemon thing where it's like weird shit is happening and these little things that were originally a card game, and now they had to make a whole story for it. Because from what I can remember about Bakugan is I actually played it when I was a kid. It was boring as all hell, because what I'm pretty sure happens in Bakugan is literally whoever has the higher attack just wins. There's no strategy involved. There's no, I mean, I guess there might be if the card, I can't remember everything. If those, like, strategy cards are still a thing, sorry, if those strategy cards and those, like, those trap cards and stuff, if they're still things, if they were real, obviously there's strategy involved. But from what I can remember, I'm pretty sure Bakugan was, you put the card down, you throw your thing, whoever had the most health wins, basically. So it was really boring. Like, the card game itself was boring. The little things were cool, though. Like, the little things you would get with the little balls, the Bakugan, they were dope as shit. And let me say, they totally did them justice in the fucking show. 100%, you know that's where the budget went, because it didn't go to the fucking voice actors. Let me tell you that. I gotta touch on that real quick. Sometimes, some of these people deliver these lines, like, so nonchalantly when they need to show a little bit of emotion. Like the dude Joe. Webmaster, first of all, his name's Webmaster Joe. Webmaster Joe, the way he delivers his lines when they first meet him, like, is so fucking weird. He's like, oh, dude, that's cool. For sure. What up? Like, he's literally an NPC. Like, he's actual, like, robot man or some shit. Like, he just can't, it's just weird. And it doesn't happen with just him. It happens every now and then. However, every one of the main characters, which I'm going to try to get their names down. What happened? Why did my radio just turn off like that? Oh, okay, weird. But I'm gonna try to get their names down. It was Julie. I gotta turn this off, because if I don't turn that off, it'll redo it. I guess we're doing with no music in the background. It was Julie, Dan, June, Rono, Alice, and I can never remember the little dude's name. I'm gonna just call him Milwaukee, because that's what I kept saying in my head. I'm pretty sure it's like Marmaluke or something. I just can't fucking remember him. But that brings me to another thing before I touch back on the Bakugans, because that's like the real important thing I want to do. I want to get every dumb bullshit out of the way first. I can't tell the age group of that, what I'm fucking seeing. You got Alice, who keeps getting hit on and everything, and, oh, give me a second. Laugh it up. Yeah, I had to blow in my car randomly. Okay, I got arrested for a DUI. Alright, listen. We're not going to talk about that yet. But so you have Alice, who's clearly supposed to be a mature woman because she keeps getting hit on and stuff like that. And, like, she's clearly older than them. And she has, like, the grandfather and stuff like that. She's clearly older. And then you have Rono, who's also gets hit on, maybe? I don't really know for sure. But she is clearly as old as Dan is, and Dan's clearly a child. They're all clearly children, or they're supposed to be clearly children. Except what's his name? Except Milwaukee. Because he's literally 4. Like, you're gonna look at that kid and tell me that's literally not like a 4-year-old kid that they're just bringing along and he's throwing these giant monsters out and playing this shit. Okay, first of all, whatever. What's the age group of these people? I did peek in season 15. They do grow up, unlike most of these other shows. Applaud to them. They fucking grow up. It seems like they actually age throughout the show. Baller. And the Bakugan designs. Holy fucking shit, that blew me away. Everything is fucking fantastic. I could never have imagined as a kid they would have even looked like that. 100%. Maybe they used that to sell the toys, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but as a kid, I never watched the show. I never would have imagined they would have looked like that. That was fucking fantastic, amazing. The fights were boring. To an extent. Like, you would think, if you're thinking of it, like, if you're gonna go into watching Bakugan Battle Brawlers and expecting the fights to be some Pokemon thing, where they're, like, dodging and weaving, and they're moving back and forth, and like Beyblade. I keep referencing these two, because these are the two that I have seen, and these are the two that I grew up with for watching, so, but, like Beyblade, where they use different special moves, they counteract each other, and the spinning thing, Beyblade doesn't make any sense, because it's the spinning thing, but, it doesn't matter. You got all that. What was my point? And it's not like that at all. It's like, literally, they don't dodge. Literally, it's just like real Bakugan. If you have a higher power move, you die. Like, you kill them. Because they just kind of sit there and take it, and then they go in the Dark Dimension. Speaking of the Dark Dimension, Pyrus, oh my fucking god. I was so sad when I didn't think he was actually going to stay dead in the Doom Dimension. I kept saying Death Dimension. The Doom Dimension. I never thought he was going to stay in the Doom Dimension at all. Knew that wasn't going to fucking happen. But it did upset me, because it is a 4-year-old kid. So you're looking at this 4-year-old kid, or in my perspective at least, and he just lost his favorite toy. His best friend, a toy that actually talked to him. Every kid's fucking dream. Every single kid in this world dreamed of having a kid, a toy that they like coming to life and talk. We all watched Toy Story as children. Every single one of us wanted our fucking stuffed animal to start talking to us. We all wanted to. And you see this kid actually have that. And that whole episode, they're setting it up. Like, this is how I knew he was going to die in the episode. Because they're setting it up. They're like, oh, what would I do without you? And they're showing how close they are and shit like that. But, like, it was still sad. Like, it genuinely was an emotional hit that when he fucking died, when he got sent to the fucking Doom Dimension, it hit hard. Like, 100% it hurt. But then they got it back. I knew they were going to get it back, obviously. Now, I've just gotten, from what I finished Season 3. I got to Season 3, Episode 1. Oh my fucking god, the season finales of this show are fantastic. Season 1's finale. God, I forgot what it was. No, it was good. I know I liked it. I know it was my favorite episode that I've seen. I'm pretty sure it was June versus Dan and Masquerade. That was his name. Fucking stupid-ass name. June and Dan. Oh my god. I love their little compatibility thing. I'm very happy it wasn't long. It didn't last for like a whole season arc or whatever. It was just a quick like 2-episode venture of them going back, and then June becomes an automatic. I love June. June, I'm gonna call him June. June is probably my favorite character besides Julie. Now Julie's my favorite character because I like her bubbly personality. She just makes me laugh every time she's on screen. I love Julie. She's a very good character. She's very well done. They're all very well done. I do like this show for that instance, too. They take all their main characters and they build all of them up. They don't just focus on Dan. As a matter of fact, back half of Season 2, Dan's pretty just nonsensical. Like, he does show up in some of the battles, but usually it's about some of the other characters. They build up every single one of these people we're seeing. Dan is the main character, and he is the guy he is the protagonist, but you understand his friends. You understand their dynamic and everything. But god damn it, if I wish Season fucking 1 and half of Season 2, they would have just... Fuck. I wish they would have just learned teamwork. They spent like more than 20 episodes figuring out they need to work as a team to do better. And I wish they would have fucking learned, instead of having every episode be like, we need to work as a team. I realized I couldn't do this without my friends. I needed my help from my friends. Yeah, we needed to work as a team. I don't want to hear it anymore. I get it. You need to work as a team. You learned that lesson, you motherfucking fairy tale copycat. You know, yeah. I should have mentioned that. It was more of a friends thing. But they didn't need the whole team dynamic thing going on all the fucking time. Now, speaking of characters, back to the character. Dan, love Dan as a protagonist. He's such an upbeat, like, ongoing, brave dude that you know he's gonna stick with his friends forever. From the very first time you meet him, you know he's a G, bro. Like, you know he's gonna hold down for the end. You know when they got him, he's an op, bro. When they call him up, he's there for real. You know that shit. Dan's a G, 100%. June, as I already said, I love his character, his dark, mysterious ninja master who's apparently super good at brawling, but we never really get to see him brawl. Julie, like I said, her bubbly personality, it always makes me laugh when she's on the screen. And again, there's another weird thing with the girls that I'm about to mention in a second, but Runo, I like Runo. The only thing I can really qualify her character as is a bitch. That's really what she does. She does bitch and complain a lot. Like, literally a lot. And they're trying to set up a whole dynamic between her and Dan, which I don't really care about. I don't think needs to be in a show like this at all. You have Milwaukee, really smart dude, 4-year-old kid, rich, apparently. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason they're hanging around. I should be explaining their character traits, well, their traits, so like what they do. Dan's the leader, June's just the badass, Julie is the bubbly girl, Milwaukee is like the smart, I thought he was the smart dude. You know, I thought he was the guy that, like, knew all the stuff about Bakugan and did all the stuff and planned it out. No, he's just a rich dude. He's just a rich kid that's good with computers. Now, Alice is the smart person. She doesn't battle, but she knows a shit ton about this stuff. I like her character, too, the way her stuff is done. I wish she would have spoken more in Season 2. It felt like they just didn't, after the grandfather thing, they just didn't care. Now, I should probably explain the story about I'm pretty sure I'm missing one. Dan, Julie, Milwaukee, June. I probably missed one, but who cares? Well, it was an important one? I'm trying to think. No, even if I missed one, they weren't even really that important. I can't remember them. So Bakugan apparently takes place they're from an alternate universe called ventriloquism. That's not what it is. I can't remember anything, but they're in an alternate universe. And there's 6 separate worlds, which I guess they can go, because there is a scene where Pyrus is fighting someone from a different world. But there's different worlds. There's like water, wind, dark, light, stuff like that. Except chaos is dark, is light. It's pretty weird. And then in the middle, there's these 2 things. These 2 singularities. One is, I'm gonna remember this. I literally pushed it into my head so I could remember it. Okay, one of them's like the good one, like that brings like joy and peace, I guess. And the other one is like darkness. And this guy named Naga, this guy goes and he tries to like overcome the power and suck it in to like become the new leader of ventriloquism or whatever. Well, he fucks up. He gets sucked into it, actually. And then then it sends the Bakugan on this quest. I guess it's a quest. It sends them to Earth. I don't know why it sent them to Earth. It didn't really explain. I hope I do have some questions that I hope get explained. I can't fucking remember them. I should really start writing this stuff down. But then what's the point of making a rant? Bakugan, I'm running out of shit to say, so just probably just end it, but I'm not, because I need to speak more. You know what we're gonna do? Brief hiatus. Take a trip with me to smoke to Dabbington City. Consider taking a break. I'm sorry I'm moving. I'm trying to... Alright. Oh, continuity is a really big... Continuity is a really big thing in this show that I don't think they do well at all. Like, they break their own continuity all the time. The really big thing is that I don't understand is they said that Dan and June made the rules of Bakugan. However, it's also stated it's a worldwide phenomenon. And also, half the time, Dan and June get surprised by whatever the fuck is going on. Meaning, they're clueless as to what the fuck is going on. And they didn't make it, or if they did, why are they not celebrities? If they made the rules for Bakugan, and everyone just follows their rules, which isn't actually stated, but it's implied, why the fuck? Oh, why aren't they celebrities? Why aren't they famous and shit? I guess Juden was because he was #1 on the leaderboard. But does the leaderboard just show his city? Or is it just the people on that web browser ran by Webmaster John? Or, like, what's going on, Bakugan? And I don't think they're going to explain it, and I don't think they need to. It's just a pet peeve. I'm watching the show and I just want to fucking know. But the show's really fun. Like I said, if I watched this as a kid, I would have loved it. There's 15 seasons. I don't know how in 15 seasons, but in season 3, they're already about to defeat the big bad. Seasons 2 finale. Masquerade going and singly eliminating every single one of his henchmen before. That was badass as shit. And his little fucking chuckle at the end, I absolutely loved it. That was badass. 100%. That was my favorite episode. Because you have this stupid B story going on. I don't even remember what it was, but the actual real, like the main cast. But it's not, there's nothing compared to Masquerade going on. Like, I call them the B story. Masquerade was the B story. But I'm going around and just kicking all these people's asses. Fucking baller. Masquerade is a really good villain. I like him. He's just like I guess he's just like a kid. And, you know, he's just fighting other kids. And because the big dragon told him to. And he can go in between realms and shit, like, with ease. Pretty fucking badass, and I think he's a really cool villain, and I like that. I do like that. I also do like how everyone's got their own Bakugan. The Bakugan are really cool. They got some nice ass comebacks, 100%. The Bakugan can talk shit, bro. 100% the Bakugan talk shit, bro. If I need someone behind me in like a shit talking fight, I'm bringing a fucking Bakugan, 100%. Them motherfuckers can talk trash. I was gonna make an analogy there, but then it just slipped my head. Love Bakugan Battle Masters, Battle Brawlers. God damn it, I'm such a fucking idiot. I loved it, and I'm gonna keep watching it 100%. It was banging. So that was my shitty, incoherent rant about Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I hope some of it made sense. If it didn't, fuck yourself. I don't really know what to tell you. I do this for fun.